you cannot handle real work, reality talk, 80+ language, simply skip the video.
Oh, wow. So, so now, vlog number 11. By the way, if you didn't subscribe, like or hit the notification bell yet, just do it. Or don't do it. The thing is, I'm already busy. So what am I doing now for today? I'm training in on multiple calisthenic spots, and between I'm running. Probably in the end I will end up with 7 or 8 kilometers, but you know, everything I'm doing now per 5 dips for knee raises, and then 5 pull-ups, maybe some toes to bar. And again, if you like to see more training videos, down below TikTok link is over there. There are the majority on that TikTok account are training videos, and from this week I'm gonna explain the reasons why I'm doing it in a specific order, but also specific exercises, you know, that can shape you up pretty fast without, you know, going to the gym, weighing powders, and you can drink beer like me and have a lot of energy like me for a 46-year-old fucking fart. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this, and then today it's an insanely beautiful day. But no but the thing is, you know, yesterday also started very sunny, and in the end it's cloudy. So anyway, we're grateful for any kind of sunshine, and Mother Nature doing its best to give us the sun. Anyway, let's finish runs and calisthenics thing, because it is a little bit windy, and if I keep on talking and don't keep on moving, then I get a little bit cold. So let's start the day. Just a quick in-betweener. At the moment, almost 8 kilometers. We passed the 7 thing using the Adidas running app. I used before the Nike one and other, I don't remember the other running app, but so far this running app is pretty good. But anyway, if you want to start running or just want to connect on the running app, the link is down below. No affiliate links or something, just to connect. The thing is, the reason that I'm also don't listen to music anymore, I did before, but always halfway I took them out, is simply because I want to be really in touch with everything. At one point, hey, your mind starts fucking around with you. The longest what I did ever was 35. I never run over 50 kilometers or something. But you know, after the 20, yeah, you know, you really have, at least in my case, you know, those long runners, it's fucking insane, man. If you do 100 kilometers plus, Jesus, man, respect. But probably I will never get to that level, because I also want to build the physique with calisthenics, and I'm not using it as an excuse, but in one way, you know, when I even say it now, the 100 kilometers, mamma mia, I think I would go totally fucking nuts if I would make that. But we're not gonna do that, at least not in this period. What I want to say, you know, when you're actually running, I never try to think where I want to end, because that drives me nuts. I always think about what if, you know, I really think like this, you know, what if I make it to this point, to this calisthenic spot, what if this, and that's it. In the back end, my head always also tells me a little bit, you know, how cozy and nice the shower would be. But, you know, and that's also constantly the, let's say, the mental, I don't want to say struggle, but, you know, the mental wrestling. And you think about your steps, and, you know, when your calves hurt a little bit more, or your right leg, you try to play around a little bit, you know. And actually the longer you run, you know, you really have to adapt, at least me. So for example, when I go over the 20 kilometers, yeah, then I had times that I simply totally blank. I totally went blank between the ears. You know, I could run, and I did this multiple times, just with my eyes closed and just run. Anyway, there's just a little in-betweener. Also, if you want to start running, you know, I thought about one guy, because he's sharing now his since the past 7 days. Good one, by the way, if you're watching this. You know, very few people would take any action. They take advice, but they don't take action. So kudos to you, and do this for the rest till the end of your life. I saw the sheet, the screenshot. I took a very good look at it. You do already more than 80% of the people on the planet. So when it's about the mental thing, yeah, I really also enjoy it. Ooh, it's busy over there. But I anyway not gonna do the calisthenics anymore. I'm gonna finish this run. I need to do some small things to arrange some appointments, then take a shower, and then we're gonna start the day. Ciao for now. Our end station is over here, squeezing out the last ones, the last pull-up, the last dips, and then we did over 10 kilometers and tons of dips and pull-ups. Not too much structures when it's about the pull-ups and the dips, because I said 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Not that I have to do, or if I don't force myself to do, let's say 4 times 5 on this one, the other one 4 times 5. No, I just squeeze it out, because I'm thinking ahead towards the next calisthenics spot, and I'm always considering the quote-unquote pain in my legs. So if I have a little bit more pain in my legs, I try to hurt myself, upper body, a lot. So my thoughts go, hey, there's somewhere else pain, your legs don't. So I always increase the pain in another area. That's what I'm doing in general. You know, when my calves are so, or my upper legs. In general, if I have to think about it, my calves, especially in the beginning, the first 7 kilometers is always, and that never changed. You know. So if you think, you know, this guy very easy talking about running, no, the first 7 kilometers is always, for me, also not nice. And that's also the reason that I'm tracking everything, because if I sometimes really, I think I'm not gonna do it, but like I said, if I check my Google Sheet on a Saturday or on a Sunday and I see there is open gaps that I should have done my runs, yeah, then like I said, the time, you cannot turn it back and say, hey, we fill up that gap. No, everything has to be done now, today, and hurry up. Brzo. Samo направо. So anyway, I need to go home. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Sorry. Yeah, I need to say hello very quickly somewhere, and I need to keep on moving, because otherwise I get cold, because I'm pretty sweaty at the moment. I would say wet, but that's not true. It's pretty sweaty, let's say it like this. And there's, yeah, okay, we're not getting into this, because this is not gonna be all about running. Anyway, close it for now. Ciao for now. Hurry up. Okay, at the moment I'm walking on Montevideo Boulevard, or Boulevard Montevideo of Chicupel, and we're leaving off Chicupel now. But I didn't want to film over there in the busy part, because it's pretty busy over there now, and I don't want to make people uncomfortable. So now we're going to Bojana. I need to shake a hand, and in the meantime I'm gonna give you a little bit an insight of my vlogging journey. Like I said, I'm optimizing constantly now, trying to get to some sort of format. So far the format is like this: the intro had an 18+ warning, then I would like to tell a little bit about training, then I would like always to start mentioning a book that is, because hey, you can check out my Goodreads profile, and I share a lot of notes of the books over there, which is totally perfectly legal and allowed. So you can just visit my profile. I read over 100 books, so you can save yourself a lot of time. And getting back to the format of the video, so a book, always some random thoughts about life, and then I always end the video with a thought about life and other subjects, and then outro. But I want to optimize it already. In between that there is some sort of a B-roll, so for example, book of the day, you know, or something like this, and then the end of the thing, thought of the day, something like this. But I'm still puzzling around a little bit with it. To be very honest, I don't have the time actually to create that kind of returning elements for the video yet. Also, in the meantime, when I'm sitting in the bus, you know, I'm starting from Wednesday the training videos with explanation, so you can get ridiculously ripped and drink beer the way I do, and you don't get beer bellies. You just walk around with a six-pack, no matter how much beer you would drink. Of course there are limits, but I do around every day around 4 or 5 liters. So you know, that is around 30. If I do, yeah, let's say yeah, so 2 bottles, 3 liters, at least 20+ liters a week. That is 80 liters a month. Well, most people would say. And also a lot of people ask me, why don't you walk around with a beer belly then? Yeah, simple. I do very structured things in my life, disciplined. So that is another thing. Link is down below in the description. By the way, if you watch this on I don't know what kind of platform, and you have to go to YouTube and find the link in the description, or Google just the dotcombaron of dotcombaron. Okay, so the book today, the 5 major pieces of the life puzzle of Jim Rohn. If you ever consider to start reading and you want to read something that keeps your attention, maybe benefits your life somehow, because you know, I don't read stories, you know, I'm not gonna read horror stories or any kind of made-up story. I would also that is a whole different, and I always want to get something from it, that I can grow from it. I also would never read, okay, what I also said before, once when I was in school over there, you had to do those book reports, you know, you get forced to read a storybook, and then you have to explain the essence of the quote-unquote bullshit. I see it like this, because there is not one single lesson that I've learned from those books. So, the 5 major pieces of the life puzzle, Jim Rohn. Google it, go to my Goodreads, so you can read the notes. It will save you a lot of time of reading. And I made a lot of notes also about that book. The thing is, why I'm mentioning this book? Because it's, damn it, the fucking cars. Because it's so well written, but also each sentence makes you think about your own life, and you can get so much value from it. And there is one very nice thing about a paragraph about lifestyle. Read it. And actually that specific paragraph is also in my Goodreads profile, and just go for it. And the thing is, like I said, if you start reading, every sentence makes you think. There's value in every single sentence, and yeah, it's simple. I think it's one of my books. So I have a whole, let's say I got 10 books that are pretty much that I constantly return to if I want to be mentally entertained or something, you know. So yeah, or also challenged, or like what I'm doing with the daily read of the Bible. Like I said, I'm not religious, but there's so much in the Bible that actually confirms a lot of my current behavior, my past behavior, but you know, it confirms a lot. And that's why I'm also very interested. There's also another reason why I'm interested in that book. The Bible is a book. The thing is, there is a lot of things that don't make sense yet to me, but I also speak with a lot of religious people. I even spent 3 months with a Chinese priest. Hello, if you watch it, probably you don't. You're in Germany now, I know. Actually, I think last week the guy was also some kind of, he was spreading the word all around the planet from South America. He was in Bulgaria. Yeah, you know, the woman that I was supposed to visit this Sunday, but it didn't work out, but I will make it up somehow. So yeah, that is a little bit the book recommendation, especially when you want to start reading, but also don't want to overload yourself with very heavy material, because I'm reading a lot of psychology the past 10 years, you know. I'm going very dark, deep psychology elements, Hollywood movie scripts, Michael Hart's, you know, that is insane. And you know what, when it's about movie scripts, you know, I think it's such a beautiful thing, you know. Those people, you know, they're imagining situations, they're creating the dialogues and everything. I think it's genius. But that's a whole different topic. Today's book, the 5 major pieces of the life puzzle. And interesting, great, and especially again when you start reading, or even considered ever to read, but you don't know where to start. So I would say this is pretty much suitable for beginners, mid-level, and professional reading addicts, because it's very beautiful. Yesterday I mentioned The Greatest Salesman. The thing is, in that book there are 10 scrolls. There's a little bit of pre-story and blah blah blah. Good for them. The real value of that book is the 10 scrolls about life, and you have to read each scroll for 30 days, and one scroll so every 30 days, and then you read the same scroll in the morning, daytime, and before you go to bed. Like this, you brainwash yourself with the value, the incredibly value that will shape up your personality, and pretty much destroyed one of my relationships, because I start thinking totally different, because you really brainwash yourself. And yeah, that's the part of the book. So that's what I want to do, implement it in the format of my videos, and that is now a little bit an insight of my journey of start vlogging and optimizing the content, and along the way. So today it will be day 11. So yeah, so I gave myself this. The first 7 days try to find a little bit my voice. After the 7th day, optimizing the format. Day 14, then the reels, the quality of the reels, they need to be improved for Instagram, Facebook, TikToks, and all that, all those platforms. Anyway, so I'm really transparent about my whole working structure, but also I will explain, if anyone is interested in start vlogging, but also the tools that I'm using. I only use my phones for everything. So when I'm walking around like this, and I'm stepping simply in public transportation like trams, buses, and I just create a video. I create this content. I'm writing a little bit of topics, going through the topics that I wrote. And because like I said, I wrote over 8,000 quotes, probably even over 10,000 the past, I don't know what, 5-7 years, I don't know. And I wrote a whole list of topics that also constantly going to be added, you know, that will be filled up, because every day I talk with so many people, I get so many reactions, weird reactions, great reactions, but almost never negative reaction. So if you feel very negative today, spit it out, I will take it. Or just do something positive with it. Okay, that's it. I'm thinking actually to do a coffee, but I'm more thirsty, so I prefer water. And something else, so far I did not eat. I simply also don't have I didn't want to make the time to fry the eggs, tomatoes, sirene. That would be for my after the training thing, but I still didn't eat. I'm not hungry. I'm so freaking focused on everything, the day that the things that need to be done today. Also, as you know, I started with a 10 kilometer on the calisthenics thing. I got several thoughts that I also want to share about that, but I'm gonna stop the clip now because I know the videos need to be a little bit shorter, because on Saturday the video was already 2 hours, but it's too long. Nobody's gonna watch that unless, you know, after 1 million subscribers everybody wants to start binge watching. And also after the content is optimized, the B-rolls are added, the transitions are with nice, you know, with the nice sayings. Now it's only with a film roll added, but because it's simply a lack of time. No, it's not a lack of time. It's simply because I'm trying to find the right working structure that gives me still all the freedom that's in my mind possible. And now, and there's another thing, every time when people say that they don't have time, just rephrase that thing, because I don't have time is fucking excuse. Thing is, you don't know how to manage your life. I don't manage at the moment, still not the vlogging in the right way. Honest about it, I could say, oh, I would never figure this out, so difficult. Fuck off. It's difficult for you, for me, but who is gonna do it? Me. And you also there, behind the laptop, your Android, your whatever, maybe a big tablet, huge tablet, sitting in the bus or whatever, and say, thumbs up, Dylan. But a little bit of you, and yeah, Pieterse Mountain. Yeah, I'm actually walking now over here so I can do my talk, because like I said, you know, on in the, let's say, the center of Montevideo Boulevard, or Boulevard Montevideo, I'm not gonna film over there. It's more or less respect. And we're gonna leave the neighborhood and we're going to Bojana, because I'm busy over there with something very, very, very nice. Everything will be revealed, but I'm not gonna jinx it by sharing it like this. My closest people, they know what is gonna happen. Something beautiful. Also, today I'm gonna visit some people in Lulin, see how they're doing with their progress, and let's spread some positivity and maybe here and there help some people. Let's see. So, set up, Dylan, and little look around, and we're gonna close. There are people walking, so I need to wait a little bit, Dylan. Just a sec. There's a woman over there. Also, don't put the camera in her face, although I don't think that she would really mind, as I can see a little bit. Okay, actually we also lived around the corner. I lived over there with one of my exes. And hi, if you're watching, and I know you're watching a lot of most of my TikTok stuff. See, I got nothing against any of my exes. I don't have any negative feelings about it. It only made me a bit, because it didn't work out. I'm never blaming somebody else. I'm also part of the deal. But you know, I'm gonna be the better man for the next one. So at the moment I'm still single. And by the way, again, yesterday also people sent me hi, hello. I already said something about that. So somebody else watched that. Don't say hi, hello. This person just sent me the word sex with a question mark. Okay, you know, without the profile picture, without actually a lot of extra information. Just sex question mark. Don't do it, please, because I'm not going to respond, and I don't want to create negativity. As I already told before, you know, I do have a couple of stalkers, and if you're watching, because one of them was a few days ago just looking at me from different angles, you know, then walk around over there, then over there, you know, just come to me, you know. I'm just speaking with everybody, but don't do weird things. Not that I'm scared, but you know, I'm always you know, when people really stare, and I'm used to a lot of staring. I try to understand that. I'm really used to a lot of staring, but some things are simply creepy. Okay, I'm going to cut it now. And by the way, if you're watching this, Mr. I cannot mention your name, I know, who lives behind this building, we need to do a beer one day again. Like I said, you know, I did this morning the 10-kilometer run, the pull-ups and the dips. So far I didn't eat. I don't know what time it is, but it's somewhere around 2 o'clock, I think. If not, and you can prove you think that I'm totally wrong with everything, fine. Just Jesus Christ, a lot of shit. Anyway, so where was I? Because I didn't eat yet. But you know what? Yesterday I ate several times eggs with tomatoes and cinnamon, just to get a little bit more, you know, a little bit more, I don't want to say massive because I'm far away from massive, but a little bit more bulky. And also I was preparing like this for the run. But, for example, my body says now, Don, give me some food. You know what? I'm in control, not that this is in control. I say in my mind, this needs to clean up, just burn everything what's inside. And you know what? Another sign when you know that you can actually see that you pretty much burned everything is simply that you don't need to take a shit. It's true. I'm just sharing this kind of tips because it is like this, huh? When you simply, and it's not about that I'm fasting, following the trends. No, I'm just really listening and just also checking what is going out. I told you once before about this, you know, about my pee, my other stuff that goes out. Everything needs to be in good condition. When it's about the pee, it's always very, 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 very good condition, despite the fact that I'm drinking the amount of beer, but I also drink ridiculous amount of water, and I keep on going. Pum 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 pum. When I'm awake, I'm just going. Like I said, oh no, not like I said. Maybe 2 days ago, a guy, he asked me, "Don't you like to lay down on the beach and all the other kind of stuff?" No, I don't. And many exes of mine, they know I don't like it. And not only that, what are you gonna do? Lay down in the sun? Drink beer? I prefer to keep on moving, drink a beer, shake a hand, give some value to some people. And some people also say, yeah, you can do the same thing on the beach. Well, trust me, I spent some time on the beach, but I always need to dig a hole or make nice sculptures in the sand. I always need to do something, you know. I'm not gonna lay down with my hands next to my hips and yikes. But okay, that was the thing about the food. I'm in control about what happens over here. And when he says, oh yeah, I'm hungry, because that's what he says now, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna drink some water and just keep my mind focused on the things that I need to do, and then we're gonna end in Lulin. But oh yeah, need to go to Bojana. I'm totally distracting myself with this camera thing. Okay, ciao for now. So at the moment I'm around Paradise Mall. Interesting turn of events, right? Maybe you think, yeah, you said you were going to Bojana. Yeah, I did. And you know what? That person, he said, actually, you know what? Let's get in the car because I need to go there and there. I said, perfect. Just drop me over there. In the meantime, little chit chat, handshake, boom, bum. And now I'm going to take one tram, and it goes all the way to where I need to be, so I can put some more content out, so everything is really spot on and fits like a freaking glove today again. And today it's really, what time is it actually? I don't know what time it is. The thing is, I'm gonna get in this tram and then gonna do some editing, scheduling. I need to do distribution of yesterday's vlog, which was scheduled for 2 o'clock. Yeah, I had another thought. No, leave it like this for now. A little bit area view, and over there Paradise Mall. But at the moment, by the way, at the moment it's incredibly busy. People have a day off, and like always, I'm not up to date about celebrations, really about specific dates and when people have days off. I'm not into that. Also, you know, I'm actually not up to date about any events. I got a very nice example of this, and it was when COVID hit, and I was in Malta, and I was in the freaking center of Malta, in Patsiville, and I was on the street, and I think, where is everybody? See, I don't watch news, I don't get in my news feed also weird news about stuff, so I was standing over there, and there was nobody on the street. And on the way back on the ferry, I went to Gozo. I asked the people, and because on the ferry they kept the doors open, you know, ridiculous, right? But anyway, they kept the doors open, and I asked what's going on. Nobody's on the freaking ferry. He said, you didn't know? No, what's going on? Hup the pup, COVID, blah blah blah, everybody needs to be doing this and that. Well, just to give you a little bit of an insight about how much I'm up to date about, let's say trending topics, things that are very just temporarily, you know, because that's what it is, right? Holidays. When it's about holidays also, I don't go on holidays to say no, you know, just to relax. I never like this, and what I do prefer is, you know, let's live over there for 3 months. Let's live over there for half a year. That's what I prefer. And if I really like it, I'll live longer. You know, it's the same with the Airbnb that I'm now in. I'm already, I don't know, more than half a year already, I think, in this Airbnb. So I like more also constant development, and this is also about the city. And the thing is, I put attention to everything, buildings, streets, everything. And every day, you know, I see buildings developing. You see, and I also went away for 5 years from Bulgaria. And when I came back, the first thing what I also noticed, the trees grew much higher. You know, and that's really also something very motivating for me. Just a sec. The constant growth. That's I'm addicted to anything that actually does his or her or its best, like the city. But the people put in the work, obviously. But you know, also when it's you know, I showed a little bit my tiny plants thing. They go into the garden very soon. But the thing is, everything was growth. I can sometimes stare. I don't want to say for hours, but you know, just a little bit water, a little bit this and this. Like I also told before, you know, I was in the grow shop business, and not only that, you also handle the house party events. You know, everything what is constantly dealing with growth, I'm simply addicted to it. And now I am going to Lulin to talk with one young guy. Let's see if he's available now. And the thing is, I didn't make an appointment with this specific person. I'm always bumping into people, so let's see how that goes. At the moment, I'm now stepping in number 10 from, so if you ever come to Sofia, number 10 goes through the center, straight through the center, and it goes straight away, no, not all the way to Lulin, just before Lulin. It's called I think over there Vardar metro station, metro Stancia Vardar, or at least you get very close to it. Anyway, when you get till the end of number 10, I'm gonna take number 8 to Lulin. So yeah, and in the meantime I can do a lot of work. I get a lot of messages. I want to answer them very quickly. Let's see what they want. I also asking now many people just drop video messages. I don't have time also when people will send me long messages. Hey, I need to go through it, and the thing is, I'm not afraid to put in the time. That's not the thing. What I'm usually a little bit, especially with new people, you don't know how long they maintain it. See if there's a maintenance already, a growth thing, and also response time and everything. I keep everything is very. I'm looking all those filters. People who respond 2-3 days later, fine. I don't mind, but also don't expect 100% value from my side. You know, it's a little bit now. I became a little bit more smarter. I used to give away a lot of stuff, contacts, setups, everything. And I ended yesterday with the final thought, right? If you're the most courageous person in the room, get the hell out of there, especially when you obsessed with, you know, helping people grow or whatever, because you will dealing, and I say how it is, you will sit around with cowards. They will benefit from your contacts, your effort, your financial sources. They will benefit from your free time, everything. I'm just saying, I learned from the past, and in the end you clean up other people that bullshit. It's true. And all those things that I'm actually saying, they're not about, oh, this is how bad people are. No, not at all, because I actually care about a lot of people, but I'm using these filters just to stay away and also keep my growth now really going as an upline, because I had a lot of downfalls and I still need to clean up bullshit from other people. Anyway, I'm getting in the tram. Ciao for now. Okay, I'm gonna share a little bit one of my tactics to filter so-called business owners. And this is the case. This guy, he owns an alcohol store, and I am now in Lulin, but I'm not gonna say which alcohol store because I respect everybody, the nice people. So, but the thing is, before, like I said, you know, I would say here, you got, I make a couple of pictures and videos, and you know, I just put it on my my business profile of my Google Maps, and then you get an extra. All of the people get more than 10,000 views, and so, but most people, and think about this: when things are for free, they also don't value it. But think about this: when businesses are pretty much unbranded, it only says alcohol and cigarettes and coffee, you know, that's already a mistake in my eyes. But of course we know what you can get over there, but the thing is, it should be branded, you know, like, yeah, I branded pretty much everything in the past as well. Now everything is totally branded with dotcombaron, but okay, I'm just trying to stay away a little bit from people so I can record freely. And I'm now walking over the railroad. But where was I? So, with this alcohol store, the business owner is in his place. And most people would say, yeah, he owns a business and blah, blah, blah. No, he is owned by the business. He invested a little bit money, and now he's owned by the business because he sit himself in the fucking business. Yeah, he has I think 3 employees over there. But the thing is, but the majority of the time he is over there. See, in the beginning, yes, I understand, but but at one point also, with events or stuff that I started up, at one point I was just driving around and shaking hands a lot. That's also one of the reasons that I'm totally not, because I made around 500, between 500 and 700 kilometers every day at one point in Holland, which is, that was pretty draining. I had 3 assistants. One started at 6 o'clock till 1, one started at 1 till 6 or 7, and then the rest till 1 o'clock or something. Sometimes even later, and then again and again. And I remember once a new guy of every time. At one point I had one solid person. He also didn't give a fuck, he just really wanted to go. But what I want to say with this business owner, I tested him. And this is my test, because I can make now a picture of his business and he will get over, let's say, an extra 20,000 views. But like I said, you know, I like to give away, but somehow there needs to be some, I don't need to be rewarded, but that they understand the value, you know. And also when people would come over there, now I think like this, you know, when people would come over there, that they actually do have some sort of nice approach to people. These people do have a nice approach to people, that's for sure. But I'm gonna tell you something, because I did a little test. I'm buying beer from there, a can, which I'm drinking now. And I did this, I'm cleaning the lens. Ah shit, see, it's a little bit dirty. But this is the thing. He said, because I said I prefer the 1 liter bottles. Those are the plastic ones. And the guy, the owner of the place, he doesn't understand this kind of stuff because he doesn't drink. That is a great attitude when you own a place like this, but you don't know what you're selling and what you should sell. Because if I, you know, when I had the bar, I knew exactly what to recommend and what not. Anyway, besides that, it's a whole different story. But I tested this guy, so I said, you know, I think I'm 4 times a week here in Lulun to drink at his place. But I drink can because, you know, it's easy accessible. But he said I will order the 1 liter bottles, and so far it's already more than 7 days. I know it's a little effort, order the things, and I also looked at his stock. There is a lot of stuff I wouldn't put over there. So effort, you know, keeping your word. Yeah, okay. And now I'm getting to another point, and that's now how I determine if I would put in some effort to give them, let's say, more business. Because for me to give somebody more business doesn't cost me a lot of effort. But a person who is not in the right mindset, that they actually do want to grow, or even know about possibilities that they want to grow, because there's another thing, they're not on Google My Business. And that is a simple business listening, and it's for free, and you get a lot of more possible traffic. And you know what? See, and that is now we're going to another point. When you start a new Google My Business profile, and I didn't do it because my Google My Business is located in Dubai. But if so, for example, he would have my Google My Business listing, I would say, talk with your bookkeeper, buy cans or whatever, ask the accountant just how much do we need, what is the minimal price that we can do, and that would be a discount thing, but only when people leave a good review. So for example, if you would give 1 left discount on this can, yeah, you understand, you know, people come. And it's very simple. Google My Business Q&R code next to your place of business, do it now on the spot, and I will give you 1 left discount. See, this is only a very simple example of an alcohol store, but understand, and the margins are also very slim. But when you talk about beauty stores, the margins are pretty high. I asked about because I visited a lot of beauty salons, because yeah, you understand, right? I had multiple girls that were very active around the beauty salons. Anyway, the same, but the margins are so much bigger, you know. Every time, leave a review. Existing clients, put it on your Facebook profile and let them check in. You get another 10% discount on your pedicure, your manicure, and the recurring. Put a membership on it, you know. Sign up for 1 year, 12 months, maybe and 1 month for free, or maybe 2 months for free. I don't know how many times they go, you know. Some of the girls, they went every single week. Nails, feet, nails of the hand, nails of the feet. So much opportunity also here, but in many countries. But this is the thing, most people, and again, I mentioned this before, I did have a talk also with a quote-unquote business owner, you know, a slave to his own business, so he's owned by the business. It's more owned by the business, with all the respect, been there, done that. But yeah, he also said, well, what I'm going to do with all those clients. Yeah, see, that is already, what is that for kind of mindset? Look for another location and you get bigger. And one of the people in Malta, great job by the way, did find another location, bigger, good. But that's also another story. But you can see, right, there's opportunity everywhere, but the mentality of people, and it's not I'm not talking about Bulgaria, it's pretty much in many countries. And next to that, you also never know the mentality of the people. You can see the business owner who has a beer belly, you know, when self-care is lacking, you think they can take care of business and or even would be into growth. I don't believe that anymore. Before I would say, let's go for it. He would be enthusiastic. And there's also another thing about enthusiasm. I had tons and tons of people, yeah, let's do it, let's do this. You know, that's enthusiasm. That is just the normal people thing of behavior, with the thought of, okay, my life is getting better and I don't have to do anything for it. Well, you know, and that is really now what the filters that I'm actually sharing, because everything is about filtering the people, especially if you want more and provide more value, but you have to provide your value to the right people. It's the same thing again about being the most courageous person in the room. You know, you hang around with quote-unquote friends, they run away whenever there is something going on, or they actually twisting the stories. We all getting into those stories from everybody, because I had a lot of cowards around me, a lot of cowards, and they all know. And now we're gonna first grow the audiences. So if you didn't subscribe yet, and I also understand this channel is not for everybody, because nobody likes, not everybody, let's say the majority of people don't like to get face to face with their own reality, don't like to face any negativity towards their current behavior. And like I said, if you happy, grow a beer belly, bang the same woman for over 10 years and already watching porn every day, just to, you know, because it's safe to stay with her, but in the meantime you're jerking off on porn, got nothing against it, but there's something wrong, and of course you knock her up. And I'm saying this because I know from a lot of people, some people say it's love or something. You know what, at one point you just get used to something, and that is something like a very dangerous thing, especially when you start building quote unquote a lovely family. And yeah, when they build a family, all of a sudden they're attached together. But you know, I see so many people single mothers, you know, there is no, let's say it like this, there is no fulfillment of something that is actually going on for longer times. And especially if you deal with people who are not into growth. And as you probably understand, maybe also from yourself and the things that I already said in previous videos, growth is a constant ongoing process. Nobody likes it, but some people like me, we're addicted to it. And there are probably much more over there. There are many more, I know. And also today I met one guy, he is also totally fucking insane, which I really love. And there's always only a little time frame to spend with that kind of people, because yeah, you know, we got our own things going on. And I think I see one of my exes running. Or okay, it doesn't matter. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And conclusion of this little tiny clip: if you offering businesses some sort of service, try to figure out a similar thing, because with my Google Maps offering, so I give them 10,000 plus, one business had over 100,000 views, and probably it's now over 150,000 views on that business, because you get an update about this, you know. And that was just I didn't mention anything about it to them. So it's better that you somehow get some sort of reward, or at least that they see the benefits, you know. For me, it's not so much about you have to recognize what I did for you. No, I actually do not care, but I do care about the fact, if I give you let's say 50,000 views or 100 or 10,000 views, then at least try to do your best to grow, you know. But that's another story. So, selecting businesses to provide your any kind of marketing services. Oh, I'm not gonna get into the marketing companies. I prefer people who are in growth, because marketing companies, they're all chasing fees in general, and that's why it's also not available for the normal, quote-unquote normal business person. And I understand the people who are willing to pay, they have some stake in the game, but there are more humane ways. And also what I want to make strategies and tactics available for the normal guy who cannot afford 1,500 euros for a shitty Facebook ad, you know. Just saying, not stepping on a specific kind of company over here, just in general, you know. Marketing companies, oh yeah, I need to do your social media or whatever, put down the money first and then we'll see results. Nah, let's see, who gives a shit, I got the fees. And that's the thing, I prefer to do things on, let's set up fee. If I don't deliver, then well, then I don't get paid. Well, that's another story. Ciao for now. I am going to the villa, and then we go home because I need to pick up a jacket, and because it's getting cold now. So, ciao for now. Wait, somebody, maybe yesterday or the day before, I don't even remember. That's how important it is, but you're still on the good side. But the thing is, everything that I'm saying is straight away from the heart, and not only that, it's 100% true, because I got a memory of a fucking elephant, unlike a lot of other people. But next to that, and this is more the whole Western attitude, or let's say I would prefer to say a weak attitude. They would like to say, yeah, it's because of this and this. So he blamed it on, he would say, yeah, because you're a little bit cloudy of drinking beer. No, everything what I'm fucking saying is 100% true. And you know what? I got so many from all the things that I'm also saying, because I get it a lot of people from all areas. I contact so many people to actually really counter the lies, denies, and whatever. And all people will know. And this is, a lot of people actually send me so many messages because they can feel it, and you should feel it. And the thing is, I would never mention your names, no, but somebody has to teach you something, and probably your children would benefit from it, because Papa is not gonna do it again, or Mama. And it also, there are things in life you should not do, in my opinion. And I think any reasonable person, they would know. I made a lot of mistakes, but all the things gonna be also on the table. I already put a lot of things out there. Like I said also, you know, I'm gonna mention another topic, because I know hell is coming on me, because that's always the case, you know. Like I said, you know, the first time that was in the newspaper, I accidentally light up a fucking stack of hay, and it was really an accident. And that news, yeah, there was also newsletter material. Anyway, that was when I was fucking 10 or 11, but it was really a mistake. It was not intentional. Oh, we go to light it up around 1,500 bales of fucking hay, because okay, that's a story for another time, because I'm actually want to get the newspaper thing, because I cut it out and put it in my diary, because I kept a diary. I always was busy with, somehow I was always busy with recording stuff. I also, you know, we did, no, I'm gonna, everything is very raw and uncut what I'm saying, eh? So also with, and I made videos of also me and yeah, some other people, and that we used mushrooms, but it was, and that was done by the cassette tape, you know, and we had to put it in a cassette tape. Nowadays, and people who take but we went door to door and just see how we get in contact with people. Yeah, that's another story. But just to give you a little bit of an insight about recording stuff, yes, was I always confident about myself? Far from that. But I had those outbursts, and also when it's about girlfriends, you know, we always made sex tapes, you know, and in the days that you couldn't just pull out your phone and just record it. No, you had to put up the camera, put it in the cassette, and then yeah, action time. But yeah, so I was already always busy with it, somehow, somewhat. But I do believe we're getting to some sort of solid format. And I also should stop rattling and going from topic to topic, left to right. I understand that, but I want to say so much, and I also got so much stuff to share, and I also got a ton of situations that you can learn from. And you know, and like I said, if you're just a 9-to-5 guy, with all due respect, you just want to get a beer belly, you knock your woman up, and you're gonna die together, good for you. You don't need to provide value to the world. And also, if you don't give a shit about your community, the people around you, then this kind of videos are also not for you. That it's only for that you feed yourself, you feed your children, you feed your wife, or whatever, and that's it. And that's it. Then it's good for you. I'm actually a little bit jealous about that. Also about people, and it's not about jealousy. Oh, I don't, you know, I don't like that you have this kind of life. No, I had multiple times that I thought, oh, Don, would be actually nice, right? You live in a fucking village. I grew up in a fucking village, but my situation was a little bit different. Totally different topic. But people who live their whole life, the same village. I know some great people, so don't worry about that. If you think, yeah, I lived my whole life over here, now you talk about me. No, I don't talk about you, but in general, you don't know really what's going on in the world, and that is no disrespect, and that's why I'm sharing this, so you can put it into your own things, in your own approach to people, even if you never went anywhere. You know, yeah, you got holidays, but holidays are just escape from reality. Nothing more, nothing less. In my opinion, holidays are just escaping from reality. You don't like your reality, that's why you need to go to another location. You know, that's the only reason. You need to lay down, just chill. Oh, by the way, I'm actually past. Okay, let's finish this holiday thing. That's why I'm also not on holidays. If people say there's an opportunity over there, or let's say you would live with a woman, she says, no, yeah, I want to go on a holiday over there, I would say, why don't we live over there for half a year? And if you live with a woman, she says, yeah, I got a job and everything, family over here. Okay, good, very nice, but and then you found each other, probably. But in my case, and that's also probably the reason that I meet women in very specific kind of industries. Yeah, but that's another story. So, holidays, are you escaping reality? Do you really like that? And the worst thing about holidays, because I always, and when we were young, you know, then you go to an island, you go fucking nuts over there, and then you have to go fucking back. I never like to go back. You know, I always want to stay at one spot for a longer time and see how I could drain it out until I was really fed up with it. But holidays are always specific times. That's why I also don't like to book tickets. Okay, when are we going back? No, because you're under control of something else. You know, one-way tickets, bam, you only live once. But that's my attitude. You don't have to take it what is good or bad. I'm not saying what is good or bad. Also, like I said, if you don't give a shit about anybody else, you don't need to think like this. You also don't have to care about that you're the most courageous person in the room, like I said earlier today. You don't have to think about, you know, I want to... Anyway, you understand what I mean. So, it is getting a little bit colder and I need to pee. I'm going first to the apartment and then I'm gonna buy stopper sand, 100% quality fucking Sirene, because in this meso dealer, 100% meso dealer in the Elenden kwartaal, but meso stopper sand and the Sirene, and I had a lot of Sirene in different cities, different villages, and this Sirene is worth the wait. So over here I am, in case you one of the stalkers. Anyway, everything is great. Ooh, those people have a new balcony. They were busy with it. Great. Okay, ciao for now. So like I said, every video I want to close it with a thought, and maybe it will improve your life. So one of the thoughts, I put my beer glasses in the freezer. Anyway, the thought is, I always personally really don't like when people say, hey bro, hey dude, and then you're for me already, I have to open the bottle, then you're for me already out of the game if you're actually busy with any kind of serious level of game. But, and I'm gonna give you an example why you shouldn't, or even consider that you should change it if you're doing the bros and the dudes. So for example, and I'm gonna mention this because I think that's the easiest way to make it very clear. And it's not because I'm religious, but because everybody knows the guy. So for example, if you want to meet God or Jesus, and you would meet them, and maybe you say, I don't want to meet them, maybe you want to meet the president of whatever, or any kind of guy that you let's say, or person that you admire, would you approach them with, hey bro, hey dude, that kind of talk? And then you have to think by yourself, yeah, maybe you will, but I don't think that you get in contact with a lot of high level people. But for example, you would say, no, I would not treat him or her like this, the person that I really want to meet. So for example, you're into Taylor Swift, I don't know what, I really like a lot of Taylor Swift songs, but also if I would meet her. So for example, also Paris Hilton, Paris Hilton is actually following me on Twitter. But this is the thing, if I would had the chance, let's say it like this, we're not finalized with God or Jesus, but if you are religious, you think about this person. But if I would meet Paris Hilton, or I had the chance to meet her in person, any kind of person, I would never say bros and dudes, but I would never think about bros and dudes. And the thing is, the people who do so, and now maybe think, yeah, if I would meet, let's say, somebody that you really like, I don't know, who is famous these days, and you would say, no, Dal, I would never say dude or bro to them. Well,
if you use the word bros and dudes on a daily basis, why would you treat this person different than that? Is there something to gain from your idol that you're gonna meet, or is it only because you want to lick ass? So you change your behavior. Not only that, you put also people on different levels in a way that you shouldn't, because probably you would say also in probably public places to people, you know, you treat them already, let's say, on a lower level of respect. I want to add something to this, because I know from some people they would say, I would never give respect until I actually get respect from them. So they would never give respect to people who don't give them respect. Well, you know what? That is really a mindset, in my opinion, of really close-minded thinking. But probably the people who think like this are also on a specific level of living, and they know it. But me personally, I do every day more and more my best to level up the way I treat people, the way I treat people with my body language, the way I speak to them, but also like this you're also actually preparing for higher level of people, because then it's also natural. Because this is another thing, let's say you would meet the people that you always want to meet, but you always treat everybody, let's say, I don't give respect until I get it, and on top of that you call everybody bros and dudes, and then at one point you meet the person, probably you never will, but if you would, those people have also a higher understanding of what is real and what's not. Do not underestimate the thing, never underestimate the thing, that the closer you get to reality, and that is very uncomfortable, and know from most of the people I have seen, you know, they have to label themselves with OCDC and I don't know whatever kind of label that they need just to mask some kind of thing. But you know, don't pretend. And the thing is also with my video yesterday, one person also said, you know, you were a little bit misty of the alcohol. No, I don't. I wasn't. I speak always from the heart, and what I say I mean it, and what I mean or what I also want to mean is say it out loud. And I'm gonna speak a lot about this kind of stuff. But again, stop with the bros and dudes if you want to get higher up in life. And if try this for yourself. For the next 30 days, treat everybody in the best way possible. Like you would treat your dead father, dead mother, if they would come back. Or yeah, the person that you really want to meet. Try it. And it won't hurt you. And which is also a very known thing, is to give compliments is totally for free, and it will never hurt you. It will never hurt you. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with this thought about the bros and the dudes and level of respect, and try this for 30 days. Treat everybody on the highest level, of respect, what you're capable of, and then evaluate at the end of the day. Did I do good with this person in the store? Did I good with this person in the restaurant? With this person? Try to get as close to this point of reality. This is reality, this point, this finger, and this is you, and try to squeeze it. Wealthy people are very close to the point of reality. Rich people are just chasing money, and this is also, and then also I'm gonna stop then. And people who say, and let's say the job people, yeah, it's always about money. But that's the rich people thing. You're looking at the wrong people. Wealthy people just want to free up time, create systems, and live a life of health and freedom of time. Sounds very confusing. Just take away from what you can take away and that's it. Ciao for now. Today we're out.